Hello, holy, lovely Jews. What choices in life do we have? Do we have choice from the first place? Do we have bechira? To explain better the question, none of us has chosen to be born from the first place. None of us has chosen our parents. None of us has chosen our siblings. None of us has chosen our childhood. Anything that happened, both positive and negative. Our schools that we went through, our neighbors that we had, and the friends we've been around through, and everything that went to our childhood. And then when later on we got older, we tried looking for a career and looking for to get married. None of us has chosen, people started one career, ended up with something else. People went for one career, ended up in a different career. People ended up in businesses. One person succeeded, one person didn't succeed. And every detail in life, and the same thing in dating. You went out looking for a girl, and all the experiences went through, and some people, they're struggling. Some people found right away. And then the children we had, if we had children at all, it sounds like we're being controlled by higher power where we are, and we're taking through a pathway. We're like a plant. So let's say you like the plants in the house, the plants with the flowers. So if I give an example, let's say you have two seeds of the same flower. You take two buckets, and one seed you put in one type of soil, and another seed you put in with a different type of soil. They're going to grow differently, because you plant them differently. And the same thing if you water them differently, or you keep them at different temperatures. So isn't this person the same thing? We're like a plant. So the evil person, let's say, because he gave him bad personalities. God gave him bad personalities, it turned out to be an evil person. The good person is he gave him good personalities, then he turned out to be a good person. And, maybe it would have been the opposite if he would have given them different personalities. So why does a person deserve a title of tzaddik, of a righteous person, or the opposite, somebody's evil or rasha, or a baini in between? Why does there such thing as tzaddik, rasha, and baini? And why does there such thing as schar v'oinish, punishment and reward? So the question goes, do we have choice? The answer is yes, we have choice. So it is true, none of us has chosen any of our circumstances in life. Our circumstance in life was given to us. What we have chosen is how to respond to every circumstance. To give an example, let's say a person gets angry at every little thing. They get angry all the time. You ask the person, why are you getting so much angry? Why are you getting angry all the time? And he says, I can't control myself. What should I do? I can't control myself. So let's take a scenario. That same person ended up waking up one day in a bad mood. Had 50 things that he had to get done in his own personal life, and in his business, this is the busiest season, and he's stressed out like crazy. And then his boss comes and pisses him off, real piss him off, like to the core. Is he going to get angry? No. But I thought he can't control himself. The answer is, the reason why he didn't control himself because he didn't see any consequences of why to control himself whenever he gets angry. Right now he saw there will be consequences if you get angry. So therefore he didn't get angry. That means you have choice how to respond to the circumstance. So 100%, you didn't choose to get to the situation where you got to that circumstance that you got angry. You didn't choose that. But what you chose is how to respond to it, whether to the good side or the bad side. Same thing I can talk about gossip. Let's say, people have a temptation to gossip on other people, which is a bad thing, but we all have the attempt to do that. And the Torah says don't do it because we are tempted to do it. Now, if a person, you hear some good gossip on someone, I'm talking like a real good one, and you're eager to go tell your friend, and you always gossip, and you always say you can't control yourself, that's why you gossip. Yeah, that's the excuse, like why you're gossiping all the time, because you can't control yourself. So right now you're in the situation where you have a good gossip to tell someone, something bad on someone, and this person, you heard that person went out of town today, and you're going to meet some people today, and you're going to tell that bad thing on that person. And then you get there with your friends, and you're ready to spill out, and then the person walks in and he comes and joins into conversation. And you don't want to get into confrontation with that person. You don't want to start up with him. The whole enjoyment was only if it's behind his back. Are you going to tell the gossip? No. But I thought you can't control yourself. The answer is you could control yourself. No, in general, when you go and you talk behind someone's back, because you don't see any consequences, that's why you're doing it. So you chose not to control yourself. Versus when you do see there's consequences, you don't want to say it in front of the other person because you don't want to start a fight with him, then you don't say it because you see there's consequences. That means you have choice on every circumstance that happens in your life. The same thing as of stealing money. Let's say you could steal from someone money and knowing that person, it's impossible. The person's going to know that you stole the money. Some people will go and steal the money. Some people say, no, the Torah says, Lo signa, if you're not allowed to steal, even the person's not going to know that I stole the money. That means we have choice. So we don't have choice in our circumstances in life. The choice that we have is how to respond to every circumstance. And the same thing applies to our own personal life. The way we look at ourselves. We could look at ourselves saying, I'm a loser, no one cares about me, or we could look at ourselves saying, no, I'm very special, and God loves me, and God does love you, and I'm a winner, and you should believe you're a winner, but the choice is how to look at yourself. And you should choose to look at yourself good, and you should choose to be good all the time. I hope you all understand. If you have a question, feel free to ask, and feel free to leave a comment. Have a wonderful day.